had quite a holly jolly Christmas this Christmas Eve day. It started out kind of uproarious in my mind anyway. I was invited to go to the IOP for a half day, and I have been doing my level best. And I told the director this, and he didn't seem very convinced. But I told the director, I've been doing my level best to get along with you guys. Been doing my level best to be understanding. Been doing my level best to give benefit of the doubt and trust. But between my past, and yes, I haven't gotten over it, and don't expect me to right now. I'm working on it. Um, I don't trust because the person that I did trust with my life, and pardon the anger, I'm still processing the betrayal, everyone, that I went through right about this time of the year. Um, at Christmas time, um, right before Christmas Eve, a few days before Christmas Eve, it has been kind of rough. I've been having emotional flashbacks, even though I've been trying to keep them at bay. Um, my aunt, um, my aunt was grieving my mother's loss. That was her sister. My aunt was grieving my mother's loss, and she was dealing with the responsibility of taking care of me full time. She had begun adoption proceedings as soon as my mother was pregnant with me. She told me. My aunt said she started adoption proceedings because she didn't want my father to take me, and because my father had an alcohol problem and he was unstable, and he had abused my mother. That was why she divorced him when I was a baby. So I understand about that part. That's okay. I don't like what he did either. I don't. Um, but she took very aggressive actions to adopt me, but she didn't really want to adopt me. She didn't want a child. And the adult wise part of me empathizes and sympathizes with that. And I make wishes on her now. May she rest in peace. May she find her way to peace. Um, but she didn't want a child, and she didn't want to adopt me, and she had to deal with having full responsibility for me after my mother passed away when I was 9 years old, and it was right after Thanksgiving that my mom died. Finally passed away. It was right before Christmas. My aunt um, could not cope with the loss, and she couldn't cope with dealing with me. And I was probably going through some grief too, although I didn't realize it at the time. I was grieving the loss of the way the family was when my mother was alive. I didn't know my mom very well because my aunt was helping take care of me, and my mom was sick a lot. But looking back, I wish I had gotten to know my mother more than anything in the world now. I'm 57 now. I wish I had gotten to know my mother more. And I remember her every Christmas. I remember her every day. I remember her Thanksgiving because that's when she passed. Her last words to me before she died was, "We're all going to have Thanksgiving dinner." And I remember her lying on the couch at my aunt's house with the family there while we were eating dinner. My mom was too weak to eat dinner, and I wanted her to eat with us, but I knew she was too sick. And she passed away 3 days later. I think she passed away Friday or Saturday. I think she passed away a couple days later when my aunt drove me over to my mom's house because she had me. She had me for the weekend, and I was still visiting her, even though she was sick. She was at home, and she passed away around that time, and she was gone when we arrived. The police were there, taking care of things, and I was not allowed out of my room until they were gone. And then we had a memorial. Then at Christmas, about this time, since my aunt couldn't cope with dealing with me and her loss, my loss too, she drove me up to a friend's house. Thank God the friend was very kind. I don't know if she's still around. now. A lot of our friends and family have passed now. They were before me. They were friends of hers, and she was a very kind person. She and her husband took me in for about a week, um, but my aunt didn't know when she was coming to get me again, and I didn't know if I was going home again. I was only 9. You know, when you're a child, you don't know what's going to happen. You ask them when they'll be back, and if they say they don't know, you think they're not coming back. You do. Think about it. Think about when you were 9. Would you wonder? You know, you'd probably think, okay, surely they'll probably be back, but huh, really? That's how I felt, and I cried. I cried all the time, and didn't know why I was crying, and I didn't know if she was coming back to pick me up, and I was having memories. I have memories like this every Christmas. No matter what mindfulness I practice, no matter what cognitive behavioral, dialectical behavioral therapy I practice, I still have the memories and the flashbacks, and I still remember how it felt, and I'm more sensitive than usual, and I had a really hard time at the IOP today. I'm talking about the present now. I'm 57, my 57-year-old, feeling like I'm 9 again, like I'm 7 again. I was supposed to get a ride to the program today, and the driver said he was going to come at 7 o'clock, 7:30, and he didn't. And I had to arrange my own transportation again because I don't trust them to just come over, especially when they. I don't know if they're coming over. Maybe it was like a flashback again with my aunt. I didn't know if they were coming over, and they've been known to make patients skip days because they don't show up to pick people up. Yesterday, one of the other clients, in fact, told me that she didn't get picked up yesterday and she was scheduled to be there. And then today I went in and they said that I wasn't on the list. And I had told them several times all week that I was supposed to be picked up and coming in today. So I had to deal with that. And I got a scolding or a lecture from the director who said, "Why don't you trust us, Carol? Why can't you just trust us?" And I said, "Because I told you several times that I was supposed to be coming in today, and you still didn't put me down, or you deleted my name off the list. I don't know why you did that." And they're like, "Well, Carol, you need to be more understanding." And I said, "I understand what you're saying. I understand that you're busy and that you have to deal with 100 other people. But when you say you're going to do something, I want to be able to expect you to follow through and at least be more sympathetic about how it makes me feel. That's what I want." And they said, "Well, you're really angry, Carol. You you reacted." And I said, "This is a mental health facility. I don't want to react. I actually don't want to react like this, but this is a fucking mental health facility, and I expect you guys sometimes to be there a little bit when I'm having a hard time, and not judge me for being angry and being like that. Aren't you guys equipped to deal with that kind of thing? Aren't you a mental health facility? I'm not a danger to myself, and I'm not a danger to you. Why are you acting like I'm this monster?" And they're like, "Well, that's not what we're saying." And I said, look between the lines. Don't worry. Don't even worry about what you're saying and not saying. Look at me. I'm feeling bad right now. I'm feeling discounted right now. I'm feeling, dismissed right now and invalidated right now and made to feel like I'm the bad one right now. And they're like, yada, 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 ho hum. So to make a long story short, I came home feeling bad and also feeling bad about myself because I'm still not ready to leave. I went back right before Halloween, and I'm still dealing with not having Olga being my friend. And she was there and she walked by and said hello and then goodbye. And I had to deal with my feelings around that too and not tell them again because it's a forbidden subject. I'm not to talk about it anymore because it's over and it's in the past. So, welcome to Christmas past, everyone, and Christmas present. It's not always wonderful, but what's wonderful about my mental wellness process and my code is we have a right to our feelings, no matter what. We have a right to our life experiences, and we can change our behavior. And I told them I'm in control, but I'm feeling angry. I'm feeling bad, and I'm angry because I'm hurt and I'm scared and I'm having flashbacks right now. A lot of it probably isn't about you guys, but don't tell me you're going to be there at 7 if you're not. And if you guys messed up and made a mistake, I'd like you to say I'm sorry instead of I'm sorry you feel that way, Carol. Okay, I still don't know what to do. Um, my mentor advised me to wait till the holidays are over before making any big decisions, but I think some phone calls might still be in order in January. I don't like being gaslighted. I don't like being, dismissed and discounted and told I'm wrong again when I am feeling like this, especially. And during the holidays, I have done my level best to stay mentally well all through the month of December and to burn out on Christmas Eve. Oh, I've seen Christmas trees burn out more gracefully. Whew. Take care, everyone. Be safe. Merry Christmas.